Fuzz, brought to you by the City of Fort Smith and the Fort Smith Police Department. Well, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, which means love is in the air. Valentine's Day is a great day to show the special people in your lives that you care about them by getting them a gift or flowers or a card. And today we're going to get to learn with Pawfficer Fuzz as his friends celebrate Valentine's Day that honestly we can show those people, the special people in our lives, that we care about them every day of the year, not just on one single day. And we get to learn that today with Chief Baker and Officer Robin and Pawfficer Fuzz and all of their friends. So with that, let's dive right into today's story. On a chilly February morning in Fort Smith, the police department was abuzz with the spirit of Valentine's Day. Pawfficer Fuzz, with his sleek fur and keen blue eyes, was curious about the flurry of activity and the exchange of colorful cards adorned with hearts and affectionate messages. Pawfficer Fuzz watched Chief Baker read a loving Valentine's card from his wife, Becky. Canine Ajax wagged his tail excitedly as Officer Matt handed him a card, and Canine Bear's one floppy ear perked up when he got a card from Officer Lauren. Even Officer Brad, Officer Blake, and Officer Robin were exchanging cards and laughing. Pawfficer Fuzz couldn't help but feel a tinge of sadness at not being included in what seemed to be a lot of fun. What is this Valentine's Day? He thought he'd asked it to himself, but when Chief Baker spoke up, he realized that he must have been thinking aloud. Valentine's Day is a day where we give the special folks in our lives things like cards or candy or flowers. But I didn't get any, Pawfficer Fuzz observed. Well, did you give any? Fuzz's blank stare answered Chief Baker's question. You know, Pawfficer Fuzz, it can be about love or friendship, and those things aren't one-sided. If you want to have some Valentine's Day fun, think about giving first. You gave something to your wife? Pawfficer Fuzz asked. Well, I'm still here, aren't I? Chief said with a chuckle. Feeling inspired, Pawfficer Fuzz perked up as he walked toward the doors of headquarters. Where are you going? Chief Baker asked. I think I've still got time to make this a perfect Valentine's Day. Let her rip, Skip, Chief Baker said. With that, Pawfficer Fuzz was out the door. He found the nearest store that sold Valentine's cards and went inside. In a flash, he was back at the register with a large stack of cards. His mind sorted through the list in his head. Canine Bear, Canine Ajax had taught him so much since he joined the force. Officer Lauren and Officer Matt were always there to help in sticky situations. Marbles, Mushy, Popsicle, and Snowball were constantly up for an adventure when they weren't cheering him on in his new career. Officer Blake, Officer Brad, and Officer Robin made him love coming to work each day. All the patrol officers were there to help anyone in need at a moment's notice. The detectives helped solve the toughest capers. All the men and women who worked behind the scenes, both with a badge and without, to keep everything running smoothly. There were just too many special friends to leave anyone out. That night, Pawfficer Fuzz crafted personalized Valentine's cards for everyone. Lost in the joy of giving, Fuzz forgot all about not receiving any Valentine's cards for himself. With his heart full, he figured this had to be the best Valentine's Day ever. And the next day, he strolled into the station, wheeling a wagon full of Valentine's cards. Love is something if you give it away, he sang under his breath before stopping cold. He looked around and didn't see a soul. Hello? He called. No answer. Fuzz started to round the corner as concern settled in, and he saw it. A big streamer hanging from the ceiling that read, Happy Valentine's Day, Pawfficer Fuzz. Not only that, but all his friends were there to greet him with a hearty surprise. But Valentine's Day was yesterday, Pawfficer Fuzz meowed, perplexed. Chief Baker smiled. Making our loved ones feel special isn't confined to a single day, Pawfficer Fuzz. It's something we can and should do all year round. The party was filled with laughter, treats, and fun. Surrounded by his friends and colleagues, Fuzz learned that every day could be a day of love and kindness. Wow, what an incredible story we got to hear today as Pawfficer Fuzz and his friends celebrated Valentine's Day and then celebrated again the day after. Now remember what Chief Baker said. He said, making our loved ones feel special isn't confined to a single day. It's something we can and should do all year round. So while I do hope you have an awesome Valentine's Day, I hope that we can all make our loved ones feel special every single day of the year. Now remember to always do your best and look for ways to lend a helping hand.